This week we did all sorts of things, and instead of filming YouTube videos, we just kind of lived. But we're going to tell you about it. So I know you guys have been waiting to hear, probably not actually, but anyway, if you've been following our videos, you know that my eardrums were perforated and all that stuff. So we did an offshore dive on dive boat to see what my ears would do. I have a little story, because there's a bit of a lesson to be learned in it. I was very slow to equalize, so I was gonna go down the anchor line super slow. I was going down the anchor line super slow, but there's this line that runs from the back of the boat to the front of the boat and connects to the anchor line. When I started going down the anchor line, I got to about 7 feet deep because I was watching my thing and it was taking me forever to equalize. At some point between 7 and 10 feet, I switched and went around to the other side of the anchor line. And when I got to 10 or 11 feet, I felt this like tug and I couldn't go anymore. And I was like, oh no. And I look up and that, what do you call it? The line?
Drift.
The drift line was like attached to me somehow. And I was like, oh crap, it's like hung on my tank. So I'm going like this and I can't really reach, and I'm pulling this way and I'm pulling that way, and I'm like trying to tug like every direction to see like if I can get it loose, and I couldn't get it loose. So there I am. I'm only 8 feet deep in the water at that point. And I thought like, dang, I'm gonna have to take off this BC. And I'm gonna have to hold myself right here because my ears are like equalized for right here, and it's such a struggle. Like I'm not gonna try to go up or down because it hurts up or down. And I can't really go up or down because I'm attached to this thing and it's like wrapped around, you know, God knows what. So I waited for a second and I thought, okay, how am I gonna do this? Like I gotta come out of this BC, this sucks. And then I looked down and there's like this couple coming back up the anchor line. That's how long I've been there. and they came up and they kind of like were coming up like next to the anchor line, about 15 feet away from me. And I turned around and I went like that to like kind of show them like, can you guys help me here? And they swam over and undid me. And we were all good. And then they went back up to the boat. And then what did they say to you when they...
They yelled at me for leaving my dive partner.
Yeah, we didn't do dive buddies that day.
No, so always remember, plan to dive and dive the plan. And our dive plan was, she was partners with Stu and Thea.
No, they went down.
And
I was the last person off the boat.
But your dive plan was to equalize and go down slow, and you two would meet up down
alone
at the bottom.
Right, which I did.
Which you did.
But I went down
Plan
slow
to dive
because of my ears not being able to equalize properly. So I knew that it was going to take me so much longer than everybody else. So I got in the water after everybody, and I took my time going down.
Plan to dive.
Alone.
Dive the plan. Risk assessment. She's on the anchor line.
Yeah, not much can happen.
She is a competitive, highly athletic surfer who is trained to dive. She'll be fine on the anchor line by herself. That was the plan. Well, I jump in first, I gotta shoot fish. Then I get back on the boat, and since I'm the first one off the boat, the first one back on the boat, but I'm on the boat right behind these people. And they start chewing me up one way to another. Your fiance was down there, she was all tangled in the line, freaking out, her eyes were this big. And I'm like, are we talking about the same girl? And they're like, you should never leave your partner. I was like, well, she's not my dive partner. They couldn't get it.
I was not freaking out. I was like completely calm. And literally I was just like, dang, now I gotta take my BC off. And then they came around and I was like, oh cool, I don't have to anymore. They can help me. But okay, so what I learned in that, I did not learn like, okay, you need a dive buddy. Yeah, I guess you need a dive buddy, right? But here's what I learned. If you're going to switch to the other side of the anchor line, be aware of where that other, what's it called? The drift line. Be aware of where that thing is because your tank will get hung on it. Yeah, that's what I learned from that. And all in all, nothing really could have gone wrong. I mean, worst case scenario, even if I had like panicked, I would have just taken my VC off and swam up to the surface 8 feet above me. So you went back out on the boat with your friends this week too.
I did.
What about that?
I got attacked by a shark.
No, you didn't.
I straight up got attacked by a shark.
Almost attacked by a shark.
No, I was attacked.
I think we have some video that we can B-roll over this.
That shark charged me 4 or 5 times. That's an attack.
So what happened though? Tell me like what happened.
All right, so we dropped down on a reef about 90 feet deep, a wreck, and I pop about a 22-inch snapper on the way down. As I'm coming down on the wreck, I'm sitting here tussling with this thing because I didn't get a good shot on it, and I go to load my gun, and as I load my gun and I look down, there is a bull shark swimming straight up at my fence, and he got close, and I flipped that thing around and I jabbed at him with a spear, and he turned around and ran off again. So rule number 1, get your fish close to you and never hit them with a spear. Hit them with the butt of your gun. When you hit them with a spear tip, they're just going to come.
But if you have your fish close to you, isn't that kind of asking to get bit?
They can smell it, but they can't see it. They think the fish is part of you. So he turns around and he comes back, and I start swatting at this thing with the butt of my spear gun. Finally, we're able to shoot it away, get it away from us. Yeah, straight up shark attack without getting bit. It's like, you know, when somebody comes to fight you and they're really drunk, like they attack, they punch, you can just get out of the way.
Just like that.
You were attacked. You just didn't get hurt.
You just got out of the way.
Yeah, you didn't get hurt.
I'm not sure if that's an
It's still
attack.
assault and battery if they don't hit you.
Is that an attack?
Yeah. You don't actually have to hit somebody.
Let us know in the comments if that's a shark attack or not.
It's shark attack.
I don't know. All right, so for anybody who's wondering about the ears and the update on the ears, so that day that we were on the dive boat, I did a 70-foot dive. I think my max depth was 71 feet, and the second dive was like right around 50 feet. And yeah, I successfully did it. It took me forever to get down, and that's really where I'm at now, is I'm just going real slow. So it's been really frustrating, but I can do it. I mean, 70 feet, that's a big deal when I couldn't go past 20 just last time we went diving. So I can do it, and I think I'm just gonna keep working on it and seeing if maybe the more I dive, maybe these eardrums will start, I don't know, like getting some flexibility or something. Final thoughts?
Fight the shark. Stand your ground.
Stand your ground.
This is Florida. Stand your ground law.
Yeah.
Even diving.
And don't switch sides of the anchor line when the drift line.
I don't even understand the drift line. It's like a hazard.
Yeah, it kind of is. I figured that out now. I don't like that thing anymore. I'm really going to be paying attention to it now.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, you kind of have to stay away from the anchor line when you're like right there where it connects. Because like if you go to the anchor line and go down, like your tank is going to get hung on it because it's like connected. And you kind of have to watch out. And I thought I was. I really thought that I was. Yeah, no, I know. But I really did. I really thought that I was like watching out for it. Like I was aware of my surroundings, and I don't know. I don't know how these things happen.
I think you did a good job.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, but yeah. Anyway. So, I guess we'll see you guys next time on the Sirens Log. Bye.